Okay, so I've been seeing lots of things on social media about using Canva to help with your graphic design, especially for teachers pay teachers and creating pins and things like that. So I sat in on a webinar this morning and learned a lot of really cool tips and tricks on using Canva. So I just wanted to share some of those and give you a warning that I am artistically challenged. So designing does not come naturally to me at all. So I'm working really hard to try to improve. So hopefully these tips will help those of you that are like me. When you open up your Canva, the cool thing about it is they have all these custom dimensions or all these dimensions already put in there. So if you're making something for Pinterest, you have the right size and they've got tons of different ones. So we're going to go to one that I've already started. So the first tip I'm going to show you is how to create a cover overlay. So here I've got a picture that I found through their images that's in the background. And what I'm going to do now is search and go to shapes. And I'm going to add in this gray square. So I'm just going to click it and drag it. And then it's already transparent. So I'm going to adjust the size and the color. For the color, one cool trick is if you install the Google Chrome extension eyedropper, which I have here on my computer, you can pick a color from a web page. So actually, let me move this out of my way. I want this peachy color. And then I'm going to go up here. Let me do that again though. Let's do that color. And then the peach, the code is right here. So I can copy that code and then come here and paste it. And now I have that color that custom color I wanted. So then the transparency looks good to me. I'm just going to drag this, move it over, and make it the size of that whole square so that it covers my entire image. So now I have a color overlay, so it just gives it a nice tint. And mine's not perfect right now, I need to adjust it a little bit, but you get the idea. Next is you can adjust the text spacing. So here's my same image, and now I've got some text added to it. And this is the font they have called League Spartan. And I don't like how much space there is between each line. So when I select that text box, and to put the text in there, I just went to text and the big add text. So I'm going to click this arrow and I'm going to go down to text spacing, and I want to adjust the line height, and I want to make it smaller so that they go closer together. So you can play around with what that looks like. There's also letter spacing, so you could make them further apart or closer together. I like how it was, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, so there we have a little motivational image you could put in your classroom. All right, another tip too is that this Canva watermark and these diagonal lines are there because this is an image you would have to pay for. So they have free images and paid images. Okay, the next tip is how to add a filter to your image. So here I've got a picture of fireworks, and all these images came from just searching their database. They have tons of images that you can use either for free or pay for. So I've inserted the image. Now I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go down to filter. And here we can see all these different filters you have available. So I'm going to go all the way over and choose the whimsical filter. Okay, well, so I've got my filter in there. Now I can use a shape as a text holder. So here are my shapes. I'm going to add a circle, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and then center it. So it's nice, it's got these little dotted lines will show up to help you center it. Okay, that's good enough. And then I can adjust the size and the color So I'm going to go, I like this kind of off-white color, and I want to make it transparent. So to get that, I just click this arrow and shows transparency, and then I can just drag it over. So I want to be able to see some of the background image through it. And then you can just insert your text by choosing text. So I did the title text here and subtitle text up top. And on this one, on the sparkle, I adjusted the text spacing, the letter spacing. So I made it a little bit further apart than it was originally. So there we've got another little back to school motivational quote. Okay, one of the last tips I'm going to show you is how to use tints. So what I've done on this one is I just went to background and just did a color. So you can choose, they've got the color wheel, or again, you could use your Chrome eyedropper extension. So I've got this background color, and then I'm going to go to search and choose the grids. And I want the square, but I'm going to make this small. I want it to be just a little rectangle here on the side. Okay, that's good enough. Again, it's going to bother me. I want it to go all the way to the end. And you can use arrows to adjust too. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to go search images, and I want a picture of a road because I want to do something with the quote, "Take the road less traveled." So here, this was a free one. So I'm going to click it and drag it into that box, and it's going to automatically put the picture there. Okay, so then now I've got my picture in there, and I want to adjust the tint. I'm trying to remember what box I had what. So I'm going to click on Filter, and then Advanced Options, and then here's the tint. So since I have this kind of light purpley color, I'm going to drag my tint all the way over and choose something that is a similar tint to my background color. So now these kind of blend together nicely. So I'll scroll down here where I had done it before. And then I can add my text. So to show you how I did that, just click Add Text, and then you can adjust the fonts and the size and the color, and you can make your text transparent too. So here's what it looked like after I added the text. So those are just some tips for you. Hopefully that will help you as you play around with Canva. If you're like me and you need extra help on how to design images, they have a website called designschool.canva.com that has tons of tutorials. And then you can also follow Canva on Instagram, and they post daily design inspirations. So hopefully that helped you.